Hey guys, welcome back to Teal House Farm. We are starting to get ready for Advent, so it's time for these turkeys to come down. Tomorrow's December 1st, so Advent season starts, and we want to set up some Advent activities for the kids. We're going to do that today. They're also going to make a little bit of a Christmas and Advent craft. So one thing I don't like as a parent of a lot of children are crafts that require a lot of trash to be produced, because kids love to put things together, right? But in the end, like those turkeys, they end up in the trash. So it's money that you spent and it gets trashed. So if there's a way to do things where we cannot produce a lot of waste, I like to do it that way. And one of my kids' favorite things to do for Christmas time, we did this last year and the year before, is we take mason jars, which I use for canning all the time. We got tons of these, and we're gonna just paint them. Have a lot of washable, non-toxic paint. And we'll put a tea light in the bottom, and I'll make some Christmas candles that they can light. They love doing that, and the great thing is when Christmas is over, I just wash the jars. The paint comes right off, and then the jars can be used for canning, which is great. And everyone gets to make their own individual one, and it's really simple, and it's fun, and they look forward to it. So we're going to do that today. And we're also going to set up, we have Advent calendars that a viewer had sent us, one for each kid. So we're going to try to figure out where we can put those that they're accessible, but not so accessible that everybody, the little ones, open all the doors, because right, one day at a time. And then usually we do something that's called the Shepherd's Journey. If you know what Elf on the Shelf is, the Shepherd's Journey is like a more Christ-focused version of that, and you have this little shepherd doll that you hide around the house, and every day he has an activity, and on Christmas Day, he's finally finished his journey, and he has found the little baby Jesus, and that's where he is on Christmas morning. But we've done that a few years in a row, and the kids love it, and they were asking about doing it this year, and I'm just so pregnant. Maybe it makes me sound like a lazy parent or a bad parent, but I cannot do Shepherd's Journey this year, because they know, since we've done it enough years in a row, the kids know that every day the shepherd brings an activity. He brings a cooking craft, a paper craft, something hands-on. And when you have 6 children, it's a lot of prep. It's a lot of work that day because everyone is so excited to do the craft. And the youngest 4 might need help. So the oldest 2 can usually do the craft themselves. They're 10 and 9. They can read the instructions, figure it out, but they aren't real excited about helping little siblings because they want to work on theirs, which is fine. It's not their job to help the little siblings. That's my job. But my 7-year-old has some physical disabilities, which make crafts really hard, so she needs help with the craft. And then the 5, 3, and 2-year-old obviously need help because they can't, do complicated things by themselves. They need help cutting or pasting, or at least being told where to cut and paste. It gets really crazy, and I'm so pregnant. I don't have the energy for that this year to do that every day. And so my mother-in-law found me this really cool Advent block set. We're going to set this up, and I'll show you how it works. But it's basically, it's much simpler, but it still shows the kids the journey towards Bethlehem, basically. And I think they're really going to enjoy it, and it's going to be a lot less stress on me as mom with not having to worry about a craft activity each day. So I'm finishing up lunch. We just got back from the library. The kids picked tons of new books. They've been reading their books, and now I think they're watching a show while I finish up lunch. We're gonna eat lunch real quick, and we're gonna get some of this stuff set up and kind of share with you what we're doing, and it's gonna be fun. So come join us for the day. For lunch day, we're just doing the Sam's Club frozen cheeseburgers. I'm really struggling to keep up the energy to keep up, so anything that we can make easier, we do. I did a big freezer food haul the other day and just loaded up the freezer so we have a lot of easy meals for these last couple of weeks. I find the last few weeks of pregnancy a lot harder than the first few weeks of a newborn. Each kid gets a half cheeseburger, so a little bit of portion control. They get some baby carrots, and we're also going to cut up some kiwi, and if they're still hungry after they eat all that, they could have some yogurt. My current pregnancy craving is the Sam's Club spicy chicken sandwiches, which is like a Chick-fil-A sandwich. So a little Chick-fil-A sauce and a whole lot of our homemade watermelon relish on top. After lunch, we get started, and so I have JJ and Annie start their painting projects while the big girls work on their school, and then we'll flop. That keeps there for being so much paint on the table that we make a huge mess. The kids can paint whatever they want. Doesn't even have to be Christmas themed if they just want to paint, but it's a fun activity and it'll add a little bit of ambiance to the kitchen when we have all these little candles lit on the table at night. Let's set up the advent calendar. So we have a book that came with it, and then it has all these blocks, and we're going to set the blocks up here on this ledge on the wall. It should be out of reach of Pat. It's just a little too high for him, so I think this will be a good place, and they fit perfect. Numbers 1 to 25. And we got them all in order, and it'll be ready to start for tomorrow. I'll show you in a second how it works.
Mommy, can you take a picture of mine?
Oh, let me see. It's looking really good. We're going to let them dry, and then we'll stick candles in them and light them up, okay?
Okay, I got a little paint on me.
You need help?
No.
Okay. All right, so these are advent calendars
This one's Annie's.
that a viewer sent us.
Wait, what are you doing?
So we need to figure out who gets which one, and then we'll set them up. So we've got two of the same. I think these all have like jewels in them. That's what it sounds like, or necklaces or bracelets or rings or something. Pat has one that's got little cars and tractors and helicopters, even has a map. That's cool. He'll really like that. And this one is little boxes, and I peeked in the boxes because I was trying to figure out what age this was for, and it's a lot of like hair clips and things like that. So this is for Isla. She gets to open a box each day.
I already told Isla.
You're not supposed to tell her. It's a secret. So that'll start tomorrow. That'll be fun. All right, put yours up there for tomorrow. So the way that this number calendar works, so we have our star on top of block 1 for tomorrow, and the world is all the way down there on block 25. And tomorrow, which is December 1st, we'll move star to number 2. We'll turn number 1 to its picture, and we'll read the number 1 story in the little book that comes with it. And then on day 2, star moves down. This turns its final time to a letter. This one turns to a picture, and you keep going with that sequence. Eventually it spells a secret message, which I'm not going to spoil for the kids, and the star makes it all the way down to the earth. Okay, we got 4 of our candles done that the little guys made. So we got those lit today. We got 2 more to go. And now we're going to open some packages. So if you can't tell, we went to gymnastics tonight. And we just got back, and we had some packages at the P.O. box that we grabbed. And tomorrow we have a really special thing that we're doing for Christmas, which we'll show you tomorrow. But tonight we're going to open these. 2 of them I don't know what they are, so we're going to start with those. I know what this is because the person who sent it, Becky, asked me a long time ago if she could send something extra special for the girls. She's a long-time viewer. And she told me what she was thinking, and I said, oh, the girls would think that was so cool, absolutely. So it finally came today. We're going to open it, but I'm not quite sure what the other 2 are, so we'll open those. Oh,
That's so cool.
that is so cool.
What is that? I made these.
We're going to grow some crystals. Let's see. This is from Cindy. Ivy and Micah and Annie all love science. This will be really fun. These look like they glow in the dark.
Yay!
We're going to grow some crystals. Thank you very much, Cindy. Not really.
Don't just reach in, Annie. What is this? No!
What is it?
I don't know what
Let
this
me
is.
see.
What is that?
This is... Oh, it's a baby blanket. It's just in a box. We have a baby blanket.
What is that?
We have...
No. I will do it.
Let's see.
Oh, wait a second. There's...
I think these are also... Oh, somebody saw your video where you tried to roll your hair, curl your hair using fabric. Remember that? They sent you soft rollers to sleep in. Oh, like hair curlers.
Wait, are there enough for me too?
Yeah, it looks like this is double set, so you guys can try that.
Those stuff. Candyland!
Candyland. Oh, unicorn edition.
Oh, pow.
What is it?
It's like you push push the button in there and they just like.
Oh, is it a truck? It's a. Oh, thank you very much. Is there a tag in there? Who this is from?
There's a lot of cards. Mom, tomorrow can we play Candyland?
We could,
I
absolutely.
think this says where.
It
Open it.
looks like both these packages were from Cindy. So thank you so much, Cindy. The girls are gonna love this. This is gonna be fun. Magical glitter path. Now that is right up our alley, huh? Listen very carefully. There's something in here for everybody. You have to be careful when you open it because you could accidentally hurt it with the scissors. So be very gentle when you open it, okay? It is not an animal. It's not alive, but there's something in here for everyone, but be careful when you open it.
Oh, this is nervous.
And be careful of the candles too. Okay, you probably can cut the rest of it because you can see where you're cutting now. Alright. Now you have to carefully cut these strips so that it pops open.
What are these blankies?
They're blankies. That one's for Pat.
This is for Annie. Okay.
I know, she asked me what your favorite colors were.
Who's that? Please come to me.
She asked me for your favorite colors, so there's Ivy. Oh, that's a nice one.
They wrote my name in cursive.
They did.
Oh, other way.
Okay. Pat's more interested in his monster trucks, but all the blankies are great. Thank you. They all have the girls and Pat's names on them.
Thank you.
All right, fast forward here to the next day. We'll finish off our kickoff of Advent here with a special dance recital type night thingy that Micah's dance studio is doing. So we're gonna head down to the capital city, and right outside the area where the Capitol building is, there will be lots of different dance troupes, carolers, all sorts of things where they will be dancing in the big glass open windows of the old school businesses, and you can walk up and down the streets and watch. The problem is that Sam is working tonight and I will have everybody, and it starts at 6 o'clock and it goes till 9 o'clock. I'm a little nervous about how we are going to manage this, but we're going to be as prepared as possible. So I've packed the diaper bag and I put tons of snacks in there to keep little people occupied. Now I'm going to pack a bag for dinner so that we don't have to stop and eat dinner before. My plan is to drop Micah off, keep everyone in the van, and then we're going to pass out dinner in the van. So we're trying to get some things here. I got crackers, pepperoni, cheese, fruit, things like that for dinner. They'll eat dinner in the van, and right at 6 o'clock when it starts, I will load everybody out of the van, buckle Pat into a stroller so he can't go anywhere, and we will see how long we make it walking up and down the street. I am also packing our puffy coats into bags because I know they will refuse to put them on before we leave, but they're going to want them when we get there, so we will just bring them along with some gloves and hats. There was a lot more to do there than we thought there was going to be. And Grandma and Grandpa came and helped out too, which is great because it was super busy and they helped me keep track of everybody. So thank you, Grandma and Grandpa. We're going to go home and go to bed. We hope you all have had a great start to your Advent season. We will see you all next time.